What's up, y'all? It's your girl Lady Flex, and I am here trying to get good, angle, whatever. Anyway, so I'm here to talk about Married to Medicine. Y'all, I could talk about Married to Medicine for a long time, but I'm trying to limit my video, so I did it on purpose when I got something to do in like 20 minutes. So I ain't got no choice but to get the video done in 20 minutes. Anyway, so we start the episode off, baby. Miss Quad. She got the double R drip. You hear me? The Rolls Royce. Her man pulled up, gifted her Rolls Royce, some LV luggage. Like, I really love this for Miss Quad. Like, she really seems so happy. Like, I love this for her. And like, it be the little things. Like, that man noticed her luggage was a little, you know what I'm saying? And he just bought her luggage. Like, I'm that type of person in a relationship. Like, I'm just a I don't know, like when I notice a person needs something, I try to do it for them. And like, that's the same type of love that I be wanting. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't even gotta ask. Like, just, you know what I'm saying? If you just watch and study a person, you know, and see what they need, and you just do it. Like, I love that. Love that for Miss Quad. Anyway, because y'all remember, Quad used to be putting the oil in her own car. Dr. G had her driving that Porsche, and she used to have to put the oil in her own car. My girl had upgraded. She got a man rolling up in her Rolls Royce. You know what I'm saying? Giving her luggage and things that she didn't even have to ask for. He just noticed that she needed. Like, she don't have to worry about begging Dr. G to take out the trash or put the oil in her car. Clock that T. Okay, so then they started talking about, Quad said she wanted to start IVF or whatever that stuff called. I don't know. But basically, she's trying to have a baby. Because there's so many different ones. I don't know. They be freezing eggs and I don't know. It's a lot that go on with the fertility stuff. And baby, I am not Dr. Jackie. So I cannot explain none of that stuff for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know what it is, but I don't know what they're called because they all IVF, intro, whatever. Like, it's a whole lot with that. So yeah, I ain't Dr. Jackie. I don't know the specifics. But Quad said she trying to give the man some twins. I said, Miss Quad, my girl is in love. I don't care what y'all say. Like, some of y'all trying to say the relationship fake. Baby, she didn't even entertain the idea of having children with Dr. G. And she was married to that man. So you know she got to be in love with this man to be up here ready to have a baby. Or like twins already. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I tweeted Dr. G gonna be sick if Quad get this man twins after he begged her to have a baby for years. But then I said, but oh well, because you should have been loving her correctly instead of dragging her down steps, messing up her knee and all the stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then people, I mean, most people's like, yeah, I remember, you know, they was said or whatever. Some people try to like say some slick stuff like, oh, y'all believe Quad, she be lying. And somebody else said, oh, he moved on, he's happy, you know, blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, no shade. First of all, this is my opinion. You can have your opinion however you want to have your opinion, but my opinion is, if somebody accuses you of being abusive, if you really didn't do it, like Quad said this stuff on the reunion in front of him, so what is it to talk about? He didn't refute it, so he didn't say that didn't happen, I never did it. Like, I never saw him say that. Like, he was just sitting there looking like he felt bad for doing the stuff. So I don't care. I believe what Quad said, because I don't even think they would have played it if he would, you know what I'm saying, if he would have said that she lying on me. Like, y'all, I don't think they would have played that, because that's a serious accusation and he a doctor. So I think that he didn't deny it and they knew he did it. That's why they played it on the reunion. Go back and watch. I can't remember what reunion it was. It probably was like maybe 6 or 7. I don't know. I remember Quad had a blue dress on though. I remember they did their little sit down with just them two and it was a mess. But yeah, so y'all have y'all opinion. I don't believe she was lying about that. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. Yeah, Dr. G, baby. Anyway, so we move on to just want to say congrats to Dr. Eugene. Dr. Eugene has started him a practice, and I love to see it. Love to see the black. We saw a lot of black excellence this episode, and I'm gonna get into more of it. But I'm proud of Dr. Eugene. Like, he always talked about working in the ER and stuff on the show, and you know, especially when COVID, I remember he was like real stressed out about that, and Toya was stressing him out too. So I'm happy that like he doing something outside of the ER. He seemed happy doing it, and Toya over there trying to help him put the business together and come up with more stuff. Toya finna have Dr. Eugene doing everything, a one-stop shop. I ain't mad at her for encouraging him to do more stuff, but I understand, girl, he the doctor, let him take his time. He know what he can do or what he feel comfortable doing, so let the man do what he want to do. But ain't nothing wrong with encouraging him to do more though. And Toya and Eugene, well, mainly Toya, I really want y'all to stop trying to embarrass that little boy on camera with the little puberty talks and all that type of stuff. Like, everybody, I definitely think people should give their kids the talk. And I guess last season, I remember they talked about it. I feel like, okay, cool, he, you know, allowed y'all to give him the birds and the bees talk on screen, but girl, it's a whole nother season. We get it, he's a teenager, but why is y'all exposing all that little boy business? Like, it's really weird to me. Like, y'all went into way too many details. Like, it was to the point where it's like, it ain't even about the camera being here. Like, who want to talk to their kids about all that stuff you was talking about, like detail for detail? It's like, like you taught him, you educated him on the birds and the bees, but why are you worried about, girl? Like, I don't know. Toya, baby, y'all need to cut the camera off. No more birds and bees talk on camera. Okay, so Dr. Simone and Cecil went over there to clean up the boys' apartments. Y'all, this is really sad. Like, it's really sad to see these grown men, because that's what they are, they grown men. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably around the age, we in our 20s. Y'all, I got my, can y'all see it? This gray hair? Like, y'all, I got my first gray hair. Oh my God, but I'm probably around the same age, y'all. And it's ridiculous. They can't clean up their own apartment. Like, somebody buy you an apartment and all you gotta do is keep it clean. Like, Dr. Simone, they didn't clean up the house when they stayed there. Like, you didn't make them clean up their room, their bathroom. Like, I don't know. Like, that's crazy. I don't know. I mean, I know some people without supervision don't do stuff, but that's like a teenager. Once you become in your 20s, nobody should have to tell you to clean your room, wash your clothes, mop the floor. Like, people shouldn't have to tell you that. Like, who want to live in a pigsty? Like, no. And Dr. Simone, you don't want to fool with Quad, but you surely are just using this Quad storyline for real. Like, you just keep talking about it. If you don't want to apologize, then don't, and quit talking about it. And y'all just not gonna be cool. If you apologize, y'all still might not be cool, but just do whatever you gonna do and stop talking about it, because we tired of it. So Dr. Contessa, T, and Phaedra is kicking it. They're a weird combo to me. Like, really weird. Because Dr. Contessa, I just feel like, okay, T and Phaedra, I see how y'all know each other, because according to Dr. G, Phaedra is his woman in his mind. But anyway, they been knowing each other, and you know, T and all them, they cool. But Dr. Contessa, it's like, you weren't even on last season, so it's like, I'm not saying you don't know these people, but I need y'all to make the storyline make sense for the people who don't follow stuff outside of the show. How did y'all meet and get cool? Because Dr. Contessa, you weren't on the show last season, so where did you meet T? Well, you weren't on the show last season, so where did you and Phaedra link up and get like real cool? Like, I don't know, it's like y'all the 3 Power Rangers. Y'all just, okay. Anyway, so that's what's going on. They trying to plan this trip. Contessa still talking about how she don't mess with Dr. Heavenly, and that, I understand that. Like, okay, she did what she did to you and all that stuff, but Dr. Contessa is really giving like old storyline. Like, we want to see some new stuff. Yeah, we want to see Layla. Layla is a mess. Layla be cracking me up. Like, we want to see you, I don't know, do something with Layla. Like, that's funny. But I mean, the Dr. Heaven stuff, I I get it, but it's like you already hashed it out. Like I already talked about, you ran that lady around. They said you had Dr. Heavenly running around all 5 boroughs of New York. That season 9 reunion, when y'all, they said you was trying to squabble up with her in the street, and she ran. So you know what I'm saying. I feel like you already addressed your issue with her. It wasn't no resolve, so it's no need to address her no more. Y'all ambushed her. That reunion, like, I mean, at the movie theater at your house, then the reunion, you tried to fight her. It's like, yeah, I get you saying like, okay, we not cool, so we not finna do that hugging stuff, but at the same time, like, what else is it to talk about? Y'all already addressed what y'all issue was, so it's not gonna be a real resolve. Just don't don't mess with her. But Sweet Tea, I get your issue, but Sweet Tea, you girl, I don't know. There's just a whole lot to think about, and yeah, I'm trying to get through with this video. Okay, so I think then they went to Sweet Tea and Dr. G talking about trying to have the baby. Sweet Tea is trying to do IVF, whatever. She's trying to get some help with her fertility, and Dr. G is talking to her and telling her that he only got like 2 more years that he's willing to try for a baby, and then yeah, it's just like, it's a wrap. And that made T sad, and I just feel like I do feel bad for Sweet Tea, like with that issue that she's having and stuff like that. Sweet Tea, if you want a baby, I wish you all the luck with that. I just do want to say this though, I don't know, sometimes God be giving you signs, and God gave Quad the same signs. That's why Quad didn't have no babies with man. I don't know if that's what you want, if that's really what you want. If you think that Dr. G is the right man for you to have a baby with, like, girl, if that's what you want, I wish you all the luck with it, whether it's Dr. G or somebody else. Like, you know, I do wish you luck with having a child, for real. I hope it go well for you and everything, you know, since that's what you want. Yeah, then they was talking about, I'm jumping kind of all over the place because I can't remember the exact order, but so they got to the scene where with Dr. Heavenly and her son at her dentist's office. Yeah, I was cracking up that whole scene. That was funny. He learned it, you know, it's funny and stuff like that. Like, yeah, he was trying his hardest, and Dr. Heavenly up there making jokes. Like, I don't know, like some stuff I feel like people get offended with Dr. Heavenly, but I feel like y'all should just see that's her personality. Like, she over there cracking jokes on her own son. Like, that's just her. Like, she's just like that. But he was trying real hard. She kept talking about Dr. Kynes. He's talking about mommy. Yeah, every time he said mommy, she was like, no, it's Dr. Kynes. She said, we're gonna keep it professional up in here. But that's another example of the black excellence that I'm talking about on the show. Like, I love seeing Dr. Eugene open his new office, and I love seeing Dr. Heavenly with her son, showing him the ropes of dentistry, and like, that's gonna be their legacy. So I love to see that. Like, it was good to see all of the black excellence. Like, that's another reason why I really like to watch the show. Like, I love to see the black excellence with the people on the show. I mean, now the drama be, you know, the tea be hot. It be like piping hot, but the black excellence is also a very big reason why I like to watch the show. I think T, Phaedra, and Contessa was talking about, oh, Quad introduced her new man at the party, and T, I know this like Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea adds an interesting dynamic to the show, but it's also it's like a level of delusion to the point where we all know you had to watch the show, because when you DM'd that man and said, oh, I can give you what you want, the baby, we all feel like you watched the show and saw that Quad didn't want to give him a baby, so that's what you led in with to slide in his DM to get with him. So I feel like for you to act like you didn't see the part where Quad said he drug her down the steps and all the stuff that happened in their relationship, like, you can't omit that part. You saw the part by he wanted a baby, but you act like you didn't see the part where he did the Quad. So it's like, I mean, if you gonna take the man, you gonna have to deal with all of it. But it's like, I don't want what happened to Quad to happen to you, but you gotta stop acting like it didn't happen, or like Dr. G is just this girl. Yeah, that's my thing with Sweet Tea. So she said, oh, I'm glad Quad finally got a man, and like that's basically what she was saying, like, I'm glad Quad got a man, basically so she can move on and leave us alone. Like, Sweet Tea, Quad Quad never had a problem. That be the thing, like, people be thinking because a woman is single, like, she got a problem finding a man. A man is never hard to find. A good man is hard to find. Finding a good man, Savannah, that's what's hard to find. I literally could have 3 boyfriends by tomorrow if I wanted to. Like, it's always a man around that's begging you to give him a chance, but it's like, baby, we not on the same level. Like, you would not be a good boyfriend to me. Like, you can barely take care of yourself. What are you gonna do for me? And it ain't even about no money. It's about the fact that it's just you taking care of yourself. If you can't, it ain't even about helping me or nothing like that. I don't need you to help bring me up. I'm already got myself to a certain level, but you not gonna bring me down. You gonna have to keep me on the same level or elevate me, but you're not going to bring me down. Like, it's nothing wrong with that, and I need y'all. And then she was like, yeah, because I hope he got money, because that's what she want. Sweet Tea, didn't you just say you want? Didn't you say you wanted a little access to the money? That's what you said. So ain't nothing wrong with that, Sweet Tea. From a financial standpoint, like, you did good with Dr. G. I don't know how good, like, I don't think you was like struggling or nothing like that, but you probably lived a regular life, so you elevated or stayed on the same level by dating Dr. G, like, and getting with Dr. G. So what's wrong with Quad? Quad over there living, what they said, Quad house, $2 million. Why would Quad date a man that can't barely pay his rent? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he can't barely pay his rent in the $700 apartment. Why would Quad date that type of man? How are you going to, you know what I'm saying? Like, Quad like to take trill and all that type of stuff. Like, how, baby, you can't even take yourself an hour drive from where you stay at, you know what I'm saying? Like, without the gas being like, oh my god, I'm finna be broke next week because I just spent gas driving out here. Like, that's not the type of man that you need to date. And I feel the same way about myself now. Baby, I ain't got no Quad type of money, but you know what I'm saying, it's certain stuff I can do for myself. So it's like, why would I date somebody that it's gonna break their pockets to do certain stuff that I can't afford to do for myself easily? So, Sweet Tea, when Quad reads you, I don't even want to hear it, because you should just say congrats or just nothing, because yeah, Sweet Tea, I feel bad for Sweet Tea in a way, because it's like, I'm younger than Sweet Tea. Like, Sweet Tea said she in her 30s, but I feel like I got way more common sense than her. Like, it's no way on God's green earth I'm finna get with a man whose ex-wife on national TV said that he drug her down some steps. Like, basically he was over there abusing her, and I ignore that part, but I jump in like, ooh, I'm gonna give you a baby though. Like, I'm gonna get him and I'm gonna give him a baby. Like, Sweet Tea, are you okay? Like, I don't know. Did you watch the whole show, or you just saw the parts that you wanted to see? Anyway, the girls planning the trip, they getting ready. Apollo come pick up the kids and tell Phaedra that he saw Toya, and Toya was being messy and asked him his business. What, he was cheating on his wife? I seen that somewhere on the shade room or something. But Toya was being messy, but you know, I'm glad Toya clocking in something for this season, because we need, baby, because Quad and Dr. Heavenly is carrying it on their back. So I'm glad Toya trying to clock in and do a little something and make Phaedra clock in as well. Apollo is a very handsome man, though. He is, but handsome is not everything. You gotta be handsome and a good man, Savannah. Like, it's just, I don't know. What you call it? Okay, so they getting ready for the trip, and I like the little scenes with Dr. Contessa and her daughters. Like, they growing up so much. Like, they look like kids the last time, but they growing up so much, and they are very pretty girls. They look like Dr. Contessa. Layla is still a mess. Like, Layla was hilarious. So I hope we get more scenes with Layla cutting up, because she funny. So then we go to the end where Dr. Jackie Dr. Jackie was over there praying, and they showing us previews of the next episode and how this trip gonna go. Baby, I am seated. I cannot wait to see it. It look like it's gonna be some mess. Some people do figure out their issues with each other, but it's at this point it's just like some of y'all just not gonna be cool with the other person. So it's like, what's the point of keep talking about it if neither one of y'all, you know what I'm saying, are going to like, even if they apologize, they still feel the same way. So it's like, y'all just not finna be cool. Like, that's just how I feel. What you call it? Yeah, people are still liking this tweet, and I don't know, like like I said, most of the comments, people like, oh yeah, he thought we was gonna forget about what he did, and it's like, yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna say he thought we was gonna forget, but it is, girl, T just give me young and naive. Like, I feel like, I ain't gonna say every girl went through this, but I could see you going through something like this when you real young, maybe high school age. Feel like, oh, he treat the other girl like that, he not gonna treat me like that. But nowadays, like, when you grown and you really realize, like, 9 times out of 10, these dudes is not changing. So whatever they did to their ex, they might not do exactly what they did to her, but you gonna get something real similar. Like, it's yeah. And now different people do bring out different stuff, but I don't think it's gonna bring out that different, because some stuff is just in people's character. Yeah, people talking about, oh, Dr. G ain't worried about Quad and blah blah blah. I ain't saying he worried about Quad, but me personally, I would never put myself in an environment where I have to see my ex. Like, why would you come back and join the show, but y'all trying to act like Quad pressed about y'all? Y'all came back on that show that y'all knew she was gonna be on, that she been on, and now y'all acting like, yeah, I just want her to move on and blah 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 blah. Dr. G, if you, and Sweet T as well, if y'all really want to be happy in y'all marriage and not stressed out and not bringing drama and focus on having y'all baby and stuff like that, why would y'all come back on the show? Because y'all had to know it's gonna be some drama. Like, and who would want to see, why would you want to see your ex that you say be, I don't know, she scare you and she be lying? Like, why would you come back on the show to put yourself into that environment if you claim you so happy? Like, if you really, I don't know, if I'm, it ain't even about if I'm really happy. You know, you don't have to move on into another relationship to be happy. That's one thing that people mix up. Like, when you let go of somebody like Dr. G, ask me how I know this. When you let go of somebody like Dr. G, baby, you is happy and free. You are happy not because you're in another relationship. You're happy because you ain't got nobody just irritating you all the time, irritating you, being mean to you, like all that type of stuff. So that girl, Quad, been happy. Quad, I feel like, was happy and free. She wasn't stressed out no more. Yeah, she been happy. When she left that man, she was happy. But she's even happier, or you know what I'm saying, or she's just continuing her happy now that she, you know, got a person that matches her. Like, I think her and King, and his name King, I think they match each other well. They look really happy and all that type of stuff. So yeah, I want y'all to stop acting like Quad was just pressed. And Dr. G, I want you to stop acting like, I don't know why Quad blah blah blah. I don't know why you came back to this show. And Sweet Tea, I don't know why you would agree. I'm never fin to help a man irritate his ex, like, cause that's gonna give me, you not over your ex, so you not finna use me to as a pawn to, you know what I'm saying, like get back at your ex. Like, no, I'm not finna. If I want to be happy and enjoy my marriage, that's what I'm going to do with you. I don't want to intentionally get into nothing with you and your ex, and I don't want to go on no show or on purpose be around her. And Dr. G, like I said, if you was really happy, you wouldn't want to be around her either. So yeah, I feel like T and Dr. G, y'all both weird, because y'all should have just enjoyed y'all marriage off TV and really been happy and focused on having that baby. But that's all I gotta say. I gotta go, but I hope y'all enjoyed my review, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace.